Hello everybody, my name is Aaron aka Pulling Teeth and welcome back to the WWF Smackdown 2 Know Your Role Season mode with, well, Al Snow and The Undertaker, because we are doing this as two people. And this is a weird card. Okay, that's big. But anyway, we're taking on Crash Holly, and then in the main, we're taking on Road Dogg, because Road Dogg apparently is a main event player in this game. Above Triple H, Stone Cold, Jericho, and I think that was Chyna. The hell is going on? I did also go and double check just before I started recording this episode. I did put Kane and Undertaker together as a tag team. Just for some reason, they just don't seem to be getting any tag matches, like, ever. And I have no idea why. So apologies with my voice if it goes a little or I lean away to cough a second. I have been dealing with this cough for about 2-3 weeks now. I have been having so much cough medicine that I feel like it has taken over half of my blood. Just let that sink in and realise how gross that sounds. Anywho, we need to go and drop Crash Holly on his head and make him 3 inches shorter, so he'll be about 4'2". I loved Crash Holly during this sort of period. The Hardcore title 24/7 period what he brought in. Crash Holly was gold. I remember years back, I went onto YouTube when you could find this stuff and copyright wasn't as big of a deal, and just watched hours of the Crash Holly Hardcore title segments. Just spammed them. They were fantastic. Clothesline, never mind. Clothesline, never mind. Larry. Okay, no, it's a shoulder block. It's not call it a clothesline, call it a Larry. So you take it when I call it a Larry. I keep expecting Al Snow to have the running drop kick. Hey, I can do that too. Okay, wait, no, that's a super kick. Can I do that? Okay, no, apparently I can't do the drop kick. Ow. Just donkey punched me. Ow. I suppose it makes sense I'm fighting Crash. I have been fighting Hardcore Holly a few times. I was literally just on the tag team section. I can't remember whether the Hollies are a tag team in this game or not. I don't think they are. I think this is during the period where they weren't teaming. They were on and off more times than most tag teams, to be fair, at this point. Ah, got you with the perfect spinning back elbow. And I'm just going to throw myself out of the ring. It was entirely intentional, I mean it. It was cool, calm and collected. Soup? Nope. Crash doesn't want soup. Well, tough, you get soup. That was perfectly connected. Soup. Soup. Pin him. Oh, Shawn Michaels is going to be pissed. Okay. No, you don't. I am not getting hit with the infinite. The Chyna infinite. Here we go, let me do some moves. DDT. Spiking him. I always forget that version of the DDT is in this game. Love the Rikishi headbutts. What? OSI moonsault. Can I get DQ?
2.
Ah, no I can't.
3.
Soup on the floor.
4.
Come on, Crash, let me hit you with this giant flat steps. We're in the hardcore division, this is allowed. See if I can... Oh, I can't swap them. There is a way to swap the weapons. And I think I'm doing it right. Maybe you just can only do it in hardcore matches. Yeah, choke him. Or just rub my palm in his face. Because that's also how you do these things. Jawbreaker. The franchiser. You want to go get a crunch? That move's great. And drop him on his noggin. Bonk. Crash is done. Center of the ring.
2, 3.
Thanks, Crash. Nice knowing you. You know how they say that these games are very arcadey, so the matches don't tend to last very long, usually? Like 9 times out of 10. Like that one only lasted like 3 minutes 20 seconds. Well, if you go back and watch a lot of WWE at this time, a lot of the matches didn't last very long, so it was kind of accurate. It was only really, you might get 1 or 2 matches on the card that went longer than like 5 minutes. I need to speak with you, The Rock. Wait. Oh, not the Shane and Dwayne connection. I just love that I need to speak with you, The Rock. Gotta throw the in there. Gives it more power, you know. Jeff and Punk in a tables match. Gotta give the advantage to Jeff in a tables match. He'll probably put himself through loads, but, you know. Punk doesn't have that many moves. There you go. Punk doesn't have that many moves that seem fitting to go through tables, whereas Jeff has quite a few. You could twist a fate someone through a table pretty easily. Swanton someone. Lots of dives. A lot of Punk's moveset doesn't lend itself to putting people through tables. Devon beating down Rikishi. Who watched the Dudleys versus Hardys last ever, where the Dudleys retired? I know Devon's retired like 3 times technically, but this is the only like official one. I thought the match was pretty good for what it was. Thanks for waiting. The next match will be an explosive one. Thanks, I'm assuming, JR. You know, say, for what it was, I thought it was pretty good to say, you know, the age of all the guys. It's very clear that, you know, they've all slowed down. Clearly, Jeff and Bubba the least. But it is very obvious that they've all slowed down. But I think the big thing is with their styles as well. Like, Bubba's style has lent itself to being able to carry on at a similar sort of level. Same with Devon, but Devon's obviously slowed down due to, you know, a lot more injuries and medical things and stuff like that. As for, you know, the Hardy side, Matt's drastically changed his style to be able to compete at a better level as time's gone on. He went from more of a style that was similar to Jeff's when it was early on, into more of a technical style, you know, during the sort of mid-noughties. And then he went very much more the character over the top style when he got into the 2010s. Especially when he got into the late 2010s with, you know, Broken Matt. His style got very character driven. And that's not a bad thing. Like, if you get that to work, that works wonders. You know, The Rock built his entire in-ring character on that. The Rock's moveset was not very good. But he carried things by a character. So we only needed a couple of moves. Similar thing with Cena. It wasn't until that sort of mid-2010s Cena where he actually started trying to do matches more, as opposed to just character work. I say it can work tremendously well if you're good at it, and fairness, Matt can be pretty good at it. He's less good at it when he's just doing normal Hardy Boy stuff. But when he was like V1, it would have worked, but he was still sort of semi in the Hardy Boy style at that point. Try and do the best of both worlds. It weren't until Broken Matt where he went very much on the character side. Which, again, like I said, worked wonders for him. Whereas Jeff has stayed virtually the same style, just at a slightly slower pace. Jeff's style hasn't changed a lot. It's only changed a little bit. Where he's got a lot better at not always being the smaller guy, I think is the better way of putting it. Because when, like in their prime, the Hardys, Jeff was pretty much always the smallest guy in the match. Oh god, didn't mean to do that. So he could play that, as I'd call it, the flop around smaller good guy, really well. Where he was fantastic at taking a beating from someone bigger than him. Look at the, funny enough with Taker, look at the Undertaker Jeff Hardy matches, just any of them. There's a couple. Obviously the ladder match is the famous one, but there's a couple where Jeff is fantastic at taking a beating from Taker and getting those hero rallies. That was obviously the big thing. Whereas, you know, now Jeff isn't always the smallest guy in matches, just because of the nature of how the business has moved on. There's a lot more smaller people who are in higher profile positions. Sorry, I'm just destroying Road Dogg while I'm talking about this. And so now Jeff has got a little better at being the bigger guy, although he still mostly wrestles like he has always done. Oh, hi Kane. Sorry, I'm just destroying Road Dogg while I'm giving a talk. But yeah, the Dudley Boyz, Hardy Boyz whole thing, that whole retirement match, pretty decent for what it was. Could have been better, but for how they all are, I think it worked well for them. How are you not knocked out?
1, 2, 3.
You know, I just babbled that entire time, like virtually for the entirety of this Raw show, I just rambled. Supposed to be making dumb jokes, and I'm just talking. What am I doing that for? Supposed to be pointing out about Triple H's steroid titties in this picture. Think you could make him dance like Big E? Alright, what are we doing on SmackDown? Oh, does Al get a match? Al gets a match. Find the big ball man. That'd be good. Debra and Lita, Rock and Shane again. Kane and Foley. Road Dogg's been reduced to refereeing. Pissed that Kane interfered. And we're taking on Old Heartbreak Shizzle in the main event. That's the sort of shit that WrestleMania is built on. Why are we doing it on a random SmackDown? A random SmackDown with seemingly no story. Is anyone going to get a title match anytime soon? Like, I'd love a title match. Shane's here for some reason. Shane's still fighting Dwayne. That's why Dwayne's not putting the title on the line. He's busy dealing with Shane McMahon for some reason. Maybe the rock bottom Linda McMahon or something. So Shane has to go crazy on him because storyline. Will this feud ever end? I mean, seriously. Well, there are other people in the light heavyweight division. Gangrel, Albert and Viscera. Gangrel must look terrified in that match. The big meaty men slapping meat. Gangrel's just stuck in the middle. You ever seen a vampire sandwich? Now you have. Alright, gotta fight Big Ball Man. 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 Gotta keep saying it repeatedly. A lot of people like mock a lot of Big Boss Man's matches. Some of his hardcore matches were pretty damn good. I can't remember like the ins and outs of it, but I remember one where they brawled to the back, outside of the arena, across the street and into a restaurant across the street. And Big Boss Man was in that one, I think. If I remember it correctly. Because he looked less weird because he's actually in a full outfit. Clothesline, never mind. And I know it's memed to death, but the Big Boss Man dragging Big Show's fake dad's coffin on the back of his car while Big Show tries to jump on it will never not be morbidly funny. It shouldn't be funny, but it is. Let's face it. Whee! God damn it, Big Boss Man. Get here. Stomp on that thigh. Oh God! I should not have run headfirst into that. Whoa! Whoa! Into the cloverleaf. What does everybody want? Oh, and there's also the Big Boss Man feeding Al Snow his dog Pepper. Are we in that storyline now? Is that what's going on here? Have you kidnapped Pepper? And headbutted me in my ass while I tried to moonflip you. Got him. They really gave Big Boss Man some absolutely wild storylines, didn't they? Like getting hung by the Undertaker at WrestleMania. Stealing Big Show's dead dad. Feeding Al Snow's dog to him in a chili. That probably would have been cooler if it had knocked him out of the ring. But anyway. They gave Big Boss Man a lot of weird storylines. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. The Attitude Era was wild. You gotta take what you can get. Okay, go get a crunch on the floor. Never mind, it's a drop toe hold when you're not groggy. You do that move a lot. My eyes! My beautiful eyes! Get out here. Damn it, missed. Get souped. Get mooned. Not that way. Nah, I'm gonna let go, because... Aha! The elbow into the snowplow! Oh, he's out! Boss Man's out! It was the combination of the elbow. I'm telling you. That's what did it. But yeah, seriously, Big Boss Man storylines, insane. Does anybody have a favourite Big Boss Man moment? I think mine probably is the Big Show coffin moment. Even though that led to like one of the worst WWE title matches maybe ever. Because let's face it, Big Boss Man was not in the main event caliber ready thing at that point. He was mid-card into upper mid-card that could be slotted into main event stories, but he was not main event match material. And Big Show wasn't over enough at that point. Oh, Steve Blackman seems to have made Al Snow angry. Al, this is probably not a good idea. Al, you don't want to be yelling at Steve Blackman. If I have to fight Steve Blackman now, I'm going to be so dead. Steve Blackman is legitimately terrifying. We should not be pissing him off. Can we not piss off Steve Blackman? Oh, god damn it. We're pissing off Steve Blackman. Missed. Ow. Aha! The combo! Drop him on his neck. Okay. Damn it. I was hoping maybe we could just run. Yeah, see, I can do that. Throw him. We got a shovel. Beat him with a shovel. That sound. Uh-oh. No. No. No, no. No, no. Give me the shovel back. How is he not going down? There. Okay. God damn it. He took so many shots with the shovel and didn't go down for ages. Oh, he just had to fight Steve Blackman with a shovel. He got snowplowed on concrete and got back up. Sounds wrong. Now this should be incredibly one-sided in theory. There we go, yeah. Debra was not a wrestler. If you're going to keep doing this, can we at least give Shane a world title match? Just to have a world title match? Because Rock just never defends that thing. He shows up once in a blue moon, doesn't defend his title, and then disappears back into the ether. Feel the electricity with the People's Champ enters. Is there a shovel on the floor behind you that I used to beat Steve Blackman? So it would have been funny there is if he pushed Michael Cole away like he did all the time in real life. Grabbed the mic off him and pushed him away. The only interviewer he ever actually interviewed him was like Lillian. Dwayne and Shane. Dwayne beat Shane this time. They're 1 for 1. They now have to have a third match to be the decider. And put the belt on the line, damn it. And throw Taker in there too, for reasons, obviously. The Rock seems satisfied with the victory. Good for him. Put the belt on the line. Damn it, Dwayne. Defend your goddamn championship. See, even the loading screen has you with the belt. You never goddamn well defend it. We'll get a title out of a match out of you one of these days. I like to think that Road Dogg appears in this match on crutches. In a wheelchair. With a referee shirt. Alright, here we go, main event. We have already fought Shawn as Taker in this season a couple of times, if my memory serves. Yeah, Edge fading out of his weird background. With his weird pervert crawl. Are you scared? Be scared. That's all I remember from this. He wasn't quite rolling yet. He was nearly rolling. That comes very soon. When did he debut rolling? God damn it, Shawn. You won't let me do a run. No. You ain't gonna shake your crotch in front of me. Not unless I ask for it nicely. This is going well for you, Shawn. Oh, you're not hurt. Now, get chokeslammed. Bitch. How about another one? For good measure. Ow. God damn it, every time. Oh god. No. That worked. Practically donkey punched him out of the ring. Right. Now I know you're recovering from a broken spine at this point, but let's test that, shall we? Okay, yeah, you're fine, apparently. You just no-sold a chokeslam to the floor. You little bitch. Bonk.
3, 4.
You're not having a good time here, Shawn, are you? Getting dropped on your noggin a lot. Get chokeslammed again. Bitch. I meant to do that. Ow. Okay, now I'm disoriented. You can take these uppercuts and just don't really sell them. Hi, Kane. Do your thing. There we go. Drop him. It's the combo. The ultimate combo again. I did it. Just towering over him. Menacingly. When am I going to get a title shot? Or when are me and Kane going to get a tag title shot? We keep winning. Except that 4-way on Raw that Kane lost. But still. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode, everybody. So thank you so much for joining me in this one. It's been a genuine pleasure as per usual. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. All the fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.